Let's go.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jordan Hicks in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Steps, and the pressure gets to him again.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up first and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first and 10, Mayfield. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go play action. Mayfield. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice It's an ambitious effort, but it's well short, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now here come the Ravens. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And that is incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And his throw is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Set. Blue 30.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Let's go now.
On third down, Roethlisberger. A bullet throw, but incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight.
Forces fourth down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They give him a gain of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They go play action here on first down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On third down, here's Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got room. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On the counter, here's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace,
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Michael Kendricks in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
as long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. First down here at about the 40. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. This is Langford on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you. And anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And, boy, what a great defensive play there. Worn out leverage, running to the football from the inside out, turned into a big loss of yardage.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And a timeout here. Timeout taken. Whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the Panthers coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And give him a gain of 37. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hurry up, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. Now, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. First down, Mayfield. Caught here by Conley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Throw right side. It's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Watch him now, Barney!
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Play fake. Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mayfield off the play fake. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Mayfield to throw it. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Hurry up, let's go!
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Margus Hunt in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Jack 16. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Margus Hunt in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. Taking a shot. It's caught at the 10. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A gain of 32 that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in the center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now on second down. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Mike Bennett in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And we're back now in Charlotte. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
Well, we still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Again, a run with Thompson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Hey, we got 4. Double. Take 4.
On third down, that's Thompson. He's got the first down and more past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tech McKinley in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs, needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A first down throw for Mayfield. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A give to Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Gone.
Second down, Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. On 3rd down, it's Jones, and they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, Langford. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
4 down.
Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. He got his man complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And that one results in 35 yards.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. He's back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Take both of them.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. And the Ravens taking the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
That one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. And some space here. And he's brought down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Let's go. Four down, check.
The handoff, Jeremy Langford. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go. Hey. 4 down. Like I said.
Langford again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Carolina, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.